Hey you. So it appears we've got ourselves one final Christmas gift just before the year ends. As reported today, or yesterday, depending on when I post this, Jason Momoa, formerly Aquaman in the Snyder-verse films, is now playing Lobo in the new Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow movie. It looks like the DCEU is moving full steam ahead, and so far, it really hasn't missed. Between Creature Commandos being a smash hit already renewed for a season 2, and the teaser for the new Superman film hitting record views on YouTube, it seems people are really embracing this new universe. A universe that just got a whole lot more badass with Momoa's casting as Lobo, which is still so wild to me, honestly, that it's actually happening. I mean, this was like a fan cast from way back when, I think during the days when he was first playing Aquaman. We don't know much outside of this confirmation of his role, but between you, me, and the screen, this might be one of the best casting choices for a comic book movie we've gotten in a long time. Now, personally, I didn't really have Jason Momoa on my list for playing Lobo, mainly because I never thought we'd actually get a Lobo on the big screen. But I'd agree with most people, he genuinely is perfect for the role, and it seems Momoa thought the same thing. In an interview for Aquaman The Lost Kingdom, Momoa said he initially thought that when he was going in for Batman v Superman Dawn of Just Ass, got him, get wrecked bitch, he was going in for Lobo, and even, I think, auditioned for Batman, but instead he got cast as Aquaman.
In the office, and I was just like, well, do you know who you're going to play? And I'm like, yeah, Lobo.
Yeah.
Of course, he's the only one that can fight Batman and Superman. He's like, what? Lobo? I'm like, no, he's not in this universe. I was like, what? Who the hell am I supposed to play?
Oh, that's funny.
And man, I wish he would have taped it, because he was like, Aquaman. I'm like,
Me?
what are you talking about?
Now, I may be in the minority here, not just because I'm black, but because I actually like the Aquaman movies we did get, and Jason Momoa as the character. Once, all the Snyder of it all was dropped, that whole self-serious, oh, hell yeah, I'm the Aquaman, and I'm gonna walk slow into the sea and drink some booze and throw that bitch into the ocean, cause fuck the ocean. And we were able to get the fun, adventurer, laid-back Aquaman in the 2 movies after that. The character was actually really cool to watch. Plus, Momoa seems like a really chill-ass dude with just tons of natural charisma, so having his character reflect that was so great to see too. If he can bring even a fraction of that wild man, tough guy energy, badass to playing Lobo, we might be looking at another genuine perfect casting for one of these comic book movies. I'm talking RDJ as Iron Man and Chris Evans as Captain America, and I guess to a degree Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, though the jury's still out on that. Now, admittedly, I'm not the biggest Lobo fan, but for those out there who know even less than I do about the character, let me just give you a brief rundown. Lobo is a DC Comics character created by writers Roger Silfer and Keith Giffen in 1983. As a child of the 80s, Lobo was created to be just, a typical villain for someone to punch, and unfortunately fell out of favor with the writers writing him. He did, however, find resurgence and real popularity with readers in the early 90s, and to be honest, it's not hard to see why. Rugged, take no prisoners, drinking, smoking, fighting, bounty hunter with a foul mouth and a violent nature sounds like a match made in 90s heaven. His backstory is actually pretty interesting. Like Superman, he's the last of his kind, a race of aliens called the Zarnians, but not because of any terrible fate that befell his planet. Well, unless you count himself as that terrible fate that befell his planet, because he killed every single one of them.
Of course, I killed all my peoples myself, so why do I give a shit?
Now, I haven't actually read all of Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, so I don't really know if he shows up at all, but even if he isn't, I'd be very interested to see how they use him for this and see what his character does and how he interacts with Supergirl. Like I said before, Jason Momoa is a perfect pick for Lobo and will no doubt be a welcome addition to this movie. Another plus side, his casting does open the door for more of the former actors of the Snyder-verse to appear in this new DC universe, something that a lot of fans of the old guard have been wondering about since this whole new DC Studios thing started, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested at all in seeing some old faces come back in new places. Say what you will about the Snyder-verse, and don't worry, I definitely intend to, there was no shortage of top-class talent when it came to all the actors. Bringing them back to play new characters seems like a no-brainer. Well, not all of them. Maybe Ray Fisher can come back and play a different version of Cyborg. I know he was really gung-ho to play the character and really disappointed to see how that shook out. Or maybe he can play a new character. He could play John Henry Irons, aka Steel. Gal Gadot, I don't know if I want her back. I mean, for sure, she made Wonder Woman even more of a household name than she already was, but she also, yeah. Hey, who knows? Maybe we can even get Henry Cavill or Ben Affleck to come back and do something. But something different, alright? I don't want them to just come back and play, like, Ultraman and Owlman from Earth 3. Ooh, look at the evil versions of these guys. You know they're good guys. Let's actually do something creative and go wild and be out there with it. You know, maybe Henry can play Dr. Fate or Etrigan the Demon, and Ben Affleck could be like Deathstroke or something.
Get out. I'm gonna break you into little bits.
It's good to have goals, S.A. Me? I'm having waffles after you're dead.
To just, you know, edge the Snyder bros who really wanted that Batman versus Deathstroke movie. Or, you know, they could even play, like... No. It's because they're good actors and they're good characters. Apollo and Midnight are, like, really cool, really interesting. Look, don't even worry about it. It's like, it's cool, fine, it's cool. And, yeah, they could kiss. Whatever, who cares, you know?